Talk About It Tuesday, and I got a really tough question. And if you know me, you would think it would be an easy question for me, but it was actually extremely difficult. All right, so the question is, can you recommend five of the best books that you have read on becoming financially free? Now, my morning routine, anybody who knows me knows my morning routine consists of reading at least an hour and a half to 2 hours every morning. And so I've read literally thousands of books and articles and things like that. So you would assume that would be an easy question, but that actually made it difficult. And the question was very specific: five books on financial freedom. So I have never read a book in all my years of reading that was really specifically geared toward financial freedom and gave you the steps to reach it. And that is why I actually wrote a book. See, now you give me time to plug my book, which I don't usually do. That is why I wrote a book in 2011 that really is a primer for anyone who is seeking financial freedom, because it literally gives you every aspect of what you would need to know, not in great depth, right? But the fundamentals of what you need to know and how you need to think and process things to become financially free. So let's just review that idea of financial freedom. So financial freedom, from the perspective that I come from, it is when your passive income covers the expenses of the lifestyle that you design for yourself, right? And so that means you don't get a job, get income, and then live within your means. You design a lifestyle, and then you create passive income sources to be able to cover that. And so I cover that in my book. So I found other books that are helpful in that quest to financial freedom. So if stock investing is a means for you to gain passive income, then the Stock Investing for Dummies is actually a great book, especially for a beginner, right? And there are so many levels, but that book will take you to the next book, take you to the next book. And what you should always do is look for the books that an author referenced and really start digging into that. So if real estate is a path for you to get financial freedom toward, path to get passive income towards financial freedom, I got to think I wrote this one down because it's a long name. Buy, rehab, rent, and repeat. What is it? Buy, rehab, rent, something like that, and repeat. But you'll if you put that in Google, you'll find it. That's a great good primer on just real estate, on really financial fundamentals and how to manage your money. There's a book called the smartest money book you'll ever read. It's a great primer for that. If creating a business in terms of entrepreneurship, The Lean Startup is hands down one of the best books for entrepreneurship if you want to get into business as an entrepreneur. So those are my recommendations. But again, I got to plug my book. If this is the primer, this will get you started. Even though I wrote it in 2011, the information is sound. It still stands. Of course, there are new apps and new technologies and new resources that exist today that didn't exist when I wrote the book. But in terms of step by step, this is what's going to get you to become financially free, is there. Now, none of that is a substitute for real-time information. And so although I read every single day, I also read the Wall Street Journal every morning. I also read Barron's every morning. I also watch Bloomberg TV every morning. I also watch World News, from CNN or every morning. I also watch the World News in the evening on Channel 7. I also watch, Sunday morning every week. I also watch 60 Minutes every week. I also, you have to get real-time information as well. I also, look at Bigger Pockets, for real estate. I also go on Investopedia.com for articles constantly. So you also have to get real-time information. You definitely have to get a solid understanding of the fundamentals. So read whatever you can on politics. Read whatever you can on economics. Read whatever you can on the areas that you want to create passive income in, because the information is constantly evolving and opportunities are popping up And you've heard of the butterfly effect. One small thing on the other side of the globe can affect everything, right? So we had Hurricane Ida the other day, and now you see what happened, the repercussions with gas prices and the stock values of oil companies. And so you have to really keep up with real time information, as much as you have to keep up with the fundamentals of how things work. So hopefully that answered your question. Keep the questions coming. And please recommend some books. Put it in the comments. It would be great to hear your experience, because everybody's on a different level, right? And so, if you're a beginner, maybe there are some books that were great for you. If you're intermediate, or if you're consider yourself an expert, maybe there are some more advanced books that some of the people might want to check out. So please leave some comments, keep the questions coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday.